Okay, go ahead, Sayla.
Hey everybody. Yes, my 2019 Chevy Malibu came in last week and Cleta was gone to Michigan, but I just had to pick it up anyway. And it was so awesome. As most of you know, I have been in the company for a while, over 20 years, and had talked about winning a car, but never really made the decision. And once I decided, I went into qualification and won the car. And y'all, I have not had a brand new car since I was 16. Now, I've had cars and they were slightly used, but not a brand new car. So I was so excited to go get in that car. And some of my team came and they were there as we picked it up. And it was just so awesome. I drove it out of town this weekend with some girlfriends, and I love it. It is so sporty, and it is a blessing. I really can't believe it is in my driveway. So I encourage you to win one. And even my family, they were like, yeah, sure, when are you going to get that car? But now that it's here, they are super excited. So
Yeah,
yes, it's
I was
awesome.
gonna ask you about your family because a lot of times that's the one thing, like they don't really see the deposits going in your account and stuff like that, but a car is hard to ignore. So I feel like that really helps them respect your business more. Do you feel that way too?
Yes, absolutely. And they Mary Kay sent the little Mary Kay the logo to go on the car, and so it says it in and they're just like, wow, that is so cool, Mom. They love it. They're very excited.
That's awesome. Well, Sayla, I can't wait to see the car tomorrow. Finally. But you guys, they are going to be at Career Conference. You're going to be able to see them there too. But Sayla, we're so proud of you, because it is something that you thought about and talked about for a long time and then decided. But when you decided that you're winning the car, well, I remember you saying, I don't know how, but I will win it. And what's
That's right.
besides that, I remember when she's saying that about directorship. She goes, I don't know how. And, but she decided at the beginning that she knew there's going to be obstacles, that she was going to overcome them. And I can remember sitting there, she goes, I don't know, but I know I'm doing it. That's what I do know. And to me, I didn't even worry about her with the directorship of her car, because when Salem makes up her mind on something, I know that she absolutely does it. And so, are you that way? When you decide you're exactly going to do something that you're like, you can just take it to the bank that you're doing it, right? So thank you, Sayla, so much for sharing and being an inspiration to everybody else. I feel like we're going to have a lot of cars starting to come out in this group. Lots of
Yes.
Okay, is there anybody that would like to add anything?
Hey, this is Lorraine. As you were talking earlier about some of the examples that you gave, I was reminded earlier today at church, I was able to talk with a lady, and she was telling me about something she was going through, and I was able to kind of share my story with her. And she's like, I had no idea that you went through that. And all day today, and even while you were talking, that song, it's several years old now. It was Alabaster Box, that talked about the woman that poured out the oil on Jesus' feet. And it's like in the song, the purpose of the song is like, you don't know the cost of that oil, and you don't know the cost of my praise. And I think it applies so much to our businesses too, because the people that are at the top, I think we look at them sometimes and, oh, well, they had it easy, they had it perfect, but they just had more no's than, it just takes more no's to get to the top, and more rejection and more difficulty. And so I just want to encourage people to count it all joy, and because there's really no shortcuts to the top. I was talking with a new team member this week, and it's like, that's the good thing, is like everybody starts with that same $100 starter kit. And so you can trust whoever is at a higher level in the company than you are, that they have had to do the work to get there. Kayla Steinman, I mean, what a blessing for her grandmother to be able to pass that on. But let me just tell you, that's very rare. I mean, everybody else, and she is growing into that position. And, I hope to one day be a national and pass it on to my daughter too. So I don't, I'm proud for her. So But just don't compare your weaknesses to everybody else's strength. You know, like she said earlier, look at the things that you're good at and find the things that bring you joy and just do more and more of that. And just don't give up when you do get those rejections and things, because if you just keep doing the work and keep showing up, things will happen. And so that's what was on my heart as you were talking earlier. So I just wanted to share that.
Thank you. Thank you, Lynette. Thank you. Okay, anybody else?
Hey, Cleta, it's Jana. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, Valerie, amazing job. You took fantastic notes. And so thank you so much. I love that when she talked about your vibe will attract your tribe. And so, you know what? Thank you for taking that note. And so I think that it's like our crew is expanding so much right now, and it's so exciting. And some of that stems from when Allison was talking about valuing your business last week. Was it last week? Week before last? Anyway, she said, how much do you value your business? And so I really took that to heart and kind of prayed about it and evaluated it and thought, how am I looking at my business? Because I know that I'm successful in sales and I'm successful in recruiting, and I know that I make money. So there's really no reason why I shouldn't be recruiting, which also leads me to don't beg for new recruits. Holy smokes, that's amazing, Cleta. Thank you so much for that, because that's just a reminder. We don't have to beg. This opportunity is so good. It's like none other. I study other companies all the time, and I've never heard of anything even close to what Mary Kay has to offer. And I love what you shared, that they weren't rejecting me. They just weren't ready for me. And I think when you take your confidence to that level, and you value what you do, what you do is awesome. You know that there's nothing else. There's no other company like this company. And you have that confidence. Sometimes they're just not ready for you, and that's okay, because they'll come around after they see you going live, awesome, and being real on Facebook. I love that too. That was a awesome tip. So anyway, thank you so much for that. Also, I just wanted to give a shout out real quick. I've got 2 new consultants on this call, Brianna Stearns and Steph Ingersoll. Steph has had 2 new team members within 48 hours of starting her Mary Kay business. And Brianna has sold $400 like in the first 24 to 48 hours. So anyway, they're both rock stars, and I'm super excited for them. And our crew is rocking it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, who else? Anybody else? Okay. Don't want to leave anybody out that would like to say anything. All right. Well, listen, you guys, thank y'all for your extra comments at the end. I always enjoy hearing from y'all more than hearing myself. So thank y'all. And so I am going to now really start the recording again.